Good morning to everyone. Today we are discussing the topic sampling theorem. So it is very important. In sampling theorem, a band limited continuous time signal with highest frequency FMHs. So a band limited in the continuous time signal with highest frequency in Hz can be uniquely recovered from its samples provided that the sampling rate f suffix s is greater than or equal to 2 FM samples per second. So it is uniquely recovered from its samples provided that the sampling rate f suffix s is greater than or equal to f suffix s is greater than or equal to 2 fm 2 suffix fm samples per second. To perform sampling, the signal which is to be sampled is multiplied by sampling function. Sampling function is basically a periodic signal or a train of impulse signal of period Ts. So this is the sampling function x of t. This is sampling function. This is x of t. So this is impulse function. So it is the function is at very short duration. The time is taken for at a very short duration is called impulse function. So 0 to 1 ts, 2 ts, 3 ts, minus ts, minus 2 ts, minus 3 ts. This is the impulse function of the given periodic signal. And here we can see that the impulse train is defined at t equal to 0 and the ts. In between 0 and ts, there is no impulse train. What is impulse response? So it is, what is impulse function? It's very short duration. It is time taken for at very short duration, 0 to 1. In this is not in impulse time. So it is 0 to 1 and minus ts is 0.8, minus 2 ts is 0.6. So it is will be decreasing and it is will be decreasing in the increasing the time period. So in that impulse train is impulse train, here we can see that impulse train is defined at t equal to 0 and ts. In between 0 and ts, there is no impulse train. Therefore the signal is as shown below. So 0 to excess of t, minus ts, plus ts, minus 2 ts, 2 ts. This is not in the continuous signal. This is discrete signal. So there is no impulse train. So it is discrete signal. Okay. So and mathematically it is excess of t is equal to x of t into delta of t into t. So already manam chusam. This is the signal of period. This is sampling function. X of t is equal to excess of t into delta s of t. This is the sampling function. This is the sampling function. It is mathematically you are proving x of s of t in the sampling function. Excess of t equal to x of t into delta s of t. This is the sampling theorem. Excess of t is equal to, in the given input, x of t into delta s of t. This delta s of t is impulse response. It is impulse train Okay, so it is periodic signal or impulse drive, which is mathematically x of t is x of s of s is t equal to x of t into delta s of t. The impulse signal can be written as delta of s of t is equal to sigma n is equal to minus infinity to infinity. So in this change of the impulse signal, change of the impulse signal. So the delta of t minus n into ts, delta s of t is equal to sigma n is equal to minus infinity to infinity delta of t minus n into ts. In you are taking in the n is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. When n is equal to 0, delta t of s is t equal to delta t into s of t is equal to delta of t is same, n value you are take substitute 0. So in the second term is completely 0, delta of t, and the n value you are substitute 1, delta of t minus ts, n value you are substitute 2, delta of t minus 2 into ts. This is the your substitution of n value in the impulse signal. If we add all the above signals, we will get impulse train xs of t is equal to x of t into, so what is delta ts of t? This is the delta ts of t. So sigma n is equal to minus infinity to infinity delta of t minus n into ts. So in the sigma x of t is, when we multiply signal with impulse signal x of t, this is delta of t, this is completely delta of t. So x of t into delta of t, x of t into delta of t is equal to x of 0 into delta of t. So in the t time response is 0, x of 0 into delta of t. So you will take t minus t naught and t minus 2t naught, t minus 3t naught, 4t naught, 5t naught, you are taking from this impulse signal. Similarly, xt into delta of t minus t naught. So NTS is t naught, NTS is 2t naught, NTS is 3t naught. So your substitution x of t into delta of t minus t naught is equal to x of t naught into delta of t minus tn. The sampled version of x of t is xs of t becomes, so this is the xs of t, x s of t is equal to, in the sigma expansion, n is equal to minus infinity to infinity x into n into t naught ts, x into n into ts delta of t minus n into ts. This is the sampling theorem. Since the sampling signal is a periodic signal, it can be represented using trigonometric Fourier series. What is trigonometric Fourier series? A naught by 2 plus sigma n is equal to 1 to infinity an cos n omega nt plus bn sin n omega nt. What is the trigonometric Fourier series? This is the total impulse response. Delta of ts of t is equal to a naught by 2 plus sigma n is equal to 1 to infinity an cos n omega nt plus bn sin n omega nt. This is the trigonometric Fourier series. You are calculating a naught, an, bn. Your calculation of a naught value, an value, bn value. So first you are calculating a naught. What is the formula of a naught? So 2 by ts integral ts to delta ts of t dt. An value 2 by ts integral ts delta ts of t cos n omega st dt, and bn is sin n omega st dt. I repeat, trigonometric Fourier series delta ts of t is equal to a naught by 2 plus sigma n is equal to 1 to infinity an cos n omega nt bn n sin omega nt dt. This is the formula of trigonometric Fourier series. In the formula of a naught is 2 by ts integral ts delta ts of t dt. An is 2 by ts integral ts delta ts of t cos n omega st dt, and bn is 2 by ts integral ts delta ts of t sin n omega st dt. So first you are calculating a naught term. So a naught is equal to 2 by ts integral 0 to 2s. Enduku? It is the total time period between 0 to 2s. The total time period is 0 to ts. In the complete time period in the impulse response or periodic signal 0 to 2s. In the positive half 0 to ts, in the another side minus ts. So 0 to ts is complete periodic signal. So 0 to ts delta t minus delta of t minus ts. So t2 you are taking from t minus ts. So can't be written because we are getting discontinuity. Therefore, to calculate the integral value, we need to select a range such that it doesn't have any discontinuity and it converts the total time period. What is total time period? Ts by 2 to minus ts by 2. In the positive half cycle, you are taking the complete ts, so it is ts by 2. And the negative half cycle, completely time period is minus ts, so it is half of the ts, so minus ts by 2 into delta of t dt. Minus t by 2 to t by 2, we are having only one value of delta ts of t. So that is delta of t. So you are calculating a naught term. So what is a naught? A naught is equal to 2 by ts. What is the formula? 2 by ts integral the time period into delta of t dt, area under impulse signal. So this is completely impulse function. So take impulse function 1. So a naught is equal 2 by ts. A naught is 2 by ts. So in this time period into delta of t dt is area under impulse function. So 1. It is completely 1. So a naught is equal to 2 by ts. Next, calculating an. What is the formula of an? 2 by ts integral in the same time period ts by 2 to minus ts by 2 delta of t cos n omega st dt. In the bn is delta of t sin n omega st dt. So in the time period, same time period, ts by 2 to minus ts by 2 delta of t cos n into omega st dt. is equal to 2 by ts integral between minus ts by 2 to ts by 2 delta of t dt. So in the an value is delta of t into x of t. So in the time period, in the time is taken from the an, it is 0. So in the delta of 0 is 0. So you are taking x of 0 into delta of t. So an is also 2 by ts. So ikkada చూడండి అమ్మా. So in the cos n omega nt, cos 0 is 1. So in the t time is taken from 0, cos n into 0, cos 0 is 1. So delta of t into dt. So in that value is, this is also the area under impulse function. Same ఇక్కడ చూడండి, integral ts by 2 to minus ts by 2 delta of t dt. It is also the area under impulse function. So area under impulse function is value 1. So you are taking from this area is 1. So 2 by ts is the an value. So an is 2 by ts, and the you are calculating bn in the your same time is substitute 0. 2 by ts integral minus ts by 2 to ts by 2 delta of t into sine term is 0. Sine term is 0. Sine term is 0 means sine term is 0. Sine 0 value enta 0. So in the integral, delta of t into 0 is 0. So completely bn term is 0. So ఇక్కడ మీరు గుర్తుంచుకోవాల్సింది 3 ఫార్ములాస్ ఇన్ ద trigonometric Fourier series, a naught, an, bn. So what is the formula of a naught? What is the formula of a naught? 2 by ts integral ts by 2 to minus ts by 2 delta of t into dt. Delta of t into dt. So minus t by 2 to t by 2. So time period is ts. Time period is ts. We are having only one value of delta ts of t, that is delta of t. So in this is the area under impulse function. This is the area of under impulse function. It is 1. Value is 1. So a naught is equal to 2 by ts into 1. So a naught is 2 by ts, and you are calculating an same t by 2 to minus t by 2. T is equal to ts by 2 to minus ts by 2 delta of t cos n omega st into dt. So cos in the t is substitute to 0. Cos 0 is 1. So delta of t into 1. Delta of t into 1. So integral minus ts by 2 to ts by 2 delta of t into dt is area under impulse function. It is 1. So an is 2 by ts. In the bn term, delta of t into sine of n into omega st into dt. Sine t term is 0. Sine 0 is 0. Sine 0 value entamma 0. So in the bn value is 0. Substitute all the values in the trigonometric Fourier series. Delta ts of t, a naught is equal to 2 by ts. 2 by ts is substitute. An is also 2 by ts. In this bn term is completely 0. ఎందుకు bn value 0 కాబట్టి in the this term is completely 0. So 2 by 2 into ts, 2 to cancel, 1 by ts plus sigma n is equal to minus infinity to infinity 2 by ts into cos n omega st. The sampled version of signal x of t is Excess of t will become, so this is the sample theorem, sampled version of signal. Excess of t is equal to x of t into you determine the trigonometric Fourier series delta ts of t 1 by ts plus sigma n is equal to minus infinity to infinity 2 by ts cos n omega st. If we multiply and expand the above, we will get, this is the expansion in the cos term is expansion of the sigma term 2 by ts xt into cos n value is substitute 1, n value you are substitute 2, n value you are substitute 3, n value you are substitute 4. This is the sigma expansion 2 by ts xt into cos omega st plus 2 by ts into xt into cos 2 omega nt. To know the frequency information of the signal, we Fourier transform. This is the Fourier transform. Xt. This is the Fourier transform. Xs of f is equal to fs. Sigma n is equal to minus infinity to infinity. X of f minus n into fs. This is the Fourier transform and the sampling theorem in discrete time control system. This is very, very important. Discrete time control system. Next, sample and hold device. This is also very, very important. So in this unit, the first unit, sampled circuit. So sample circuit. Sampler is a device that converts an analog signal into train of amplitude modulated signal. Sampler ఏం చేస్తుంది? Sampler is a device which is converted into analog to digital signal. Analog signal ని డిజిటల్ లో కన్వర్ట్ చేయడానికి మనం ఈ శాంపిల్ సర్క్యూట్ ని యూజ్ చేస్తాం. దిస్ ఈస్ ద ఎలక్ట్రానిక్ స్విచ్ ఫెట్ ఫీల్డ్ ఎమిటర్ ట్రాన్సిస్టర్. ఈ స్విచ్ పేరేంటి? ఫీల్డ్ ఎమిటర్ ట్రాన్సిస్టర్ ఫెట్. అండ్ దిస్ ఈస్ ద కెపాసిటర్. This is voltage follower. This is to analog to digital converter. So operation ఒకసారి చూద్దామా? First, connecting the FET field emitter transistor electronic switch to capacitor C. This is voltage follower plus or minus. This is analog to digital converter. Sampler ఏం చేస్తుంది? Sampler is a device that converts analog signal into digital signal. Analog signal ni digital signal lo convert చేయడం కోసం మనం ఈ sampler circuit, sample circuit ని యూజ్ చేస్తున్నాం. ఓకే, సో ఫస్ట్ the electronic switch is closed. First, the electronic switch FET field emitter transistor. So electronic switch is closed. Then capacitor will track the input voltage for some time. ఏం చేస్తుంది? Then capacitor will track the input voltage for some time. Then the conversion of input voltage is required. So మనం ఇక్కడ ఇచ్చిన ఇన్పుట్ ఏంటి? అనలాగ్ సిగ్నల్. Analog input voltage is required. Then electronic switch is opened. Then capacitor is disconnected from the supply. At this position, capacitor holds the voltage. Capacitor ఏం చేస్తుంది? Holds the voltage. When the switch was closed, the voltage follower circuit allows this voltage to be impressed on analog to digital converter. So first When the electronic switch is closed position, the capacitor will track the input voltage for some time. When the conversion of input voltage, what is your given input voltage? Analog voltage. Your given signal is analog signal, so it is input voltage is analog is required. Then electronic switch is open, then the capacitor is disconnected from the supply at this position. Capacitor holds the voltage. అప్పుడు ఏం చేస్తుంది, ఆ కెపాసిటర్ అనేది కొంచెం వోల్టేజ్ ని హోల్డ్ చేస్తుంది. వెన్ ద స్విచ్ వాస్ క్లోజ్, ద వోల్టేజ్ ఫాలోవర్ సర్క్యూట్ allows this voltage to be impressed on analog to digital converter, but the capacitor does not discharge immediately because of high input impedance of voltage follower. Then start of conversion command is issued and the conversion proceeds with the input voltage remains constant from capacitor. When the conversion is completed, ఎలా కన్వర్షన్ చేస్తున్నాం, సో ద వోల్టేజ్ అనేది హోల్డ్ చేస్తుంది. ఆఫ్టర్ దట్ ద స్విచ్ ఈస్ క్లోజ్డ్ పొజిషన్, the capacitor does not discharge immediately because of high input impedance. ఒక్కసారిగా అది డిశ్చార్జ్ అనేది అవ్వదు. ఎందుకు? హై ఇంపిడెన్స్, హై ఇన్పుట్ ఇంపిడెన్స్ ఆఫ్ వోల్టేజ్ ఫాలోవర్ ఉంది కాబట్టి. సో దెన్ స్టార్ట్ ఆఫ్ కన్వర్షన్ కమాండ్ ఈస్ యూస్ and the conversion proceeds with the input voltage remains constant from capacitor. When the conversion is complete, the electronic switch is reclosed to capture a new sample. This is the sample and hold circuit. This is the hold operation. What is hold operation? A hold device is simply maintains or freezes the value of pulse of digital signal for prescribed duration. The whole circuits are necessary in both in analog to digital conversion. So in these hold circuits are necessary in both in analog conversion to digital conversion and digital to analog conversion. So మనం ఈ యొక్క ఇంపల్స్ రెస్పాన్స్ లో ద హోల్డ్ డివైస్ సప్లై మెయింటైన్స్ అనేది, సో మనకి అనలాగ్ టు డిజిటల్ కన్వర్షన్ కానీ డిజిటల్ టు అనలాగ్ కన్వర్షన్ కానీ ఇట్ ఈస్ నీడెడ్. ఓకే, సో in a analog to digital converter process, whole circuits are used to hold the sample until the quantization and coding of the current sample is complete. In case of digital to analog converter, so ఏంటి ఏమంటున్నాడు, analog to digital converter process, whole circuits are used to hold the sample until the quantization and coding of the current sample is complete. In case of digital to analog converter, there are number of whole circuits. Among those, the simplest one in zero order hold. Zero order hold. So this is the hold operation. And the last topic in first unit, transfer function of zero order hold. Zero order hold. Usually impulse signal is defined at t equal to 0 as shown in figure. This is impulse signal is defined at t equal to 0. What is the definition of impulse signal? The signal is at very short duration. మనకి వెరీ షార్ట్ డ్యూరేషన్ లో వచ్చే సిగ్నల్ నే ఇంపల్స్ సిగ్నల్ అంటాం. దిస్ ఈస్ ద ఇంపల్స్ ఇన్పుట్ అండ్ the response of zero order hold for impulse input as shown. So this is zero order hold impulse input. This is zero order hold response, 0 to some increasing, and the remains constant. It will be discharged to time period t. So this is zero order hold. The mathematical equation for the impulse response. This is the mathematical equation for the impulse response. Delta H of t is equal to u of t minus u of t minus t. So zero order hold of t, this is the total impulse response u of t, and the change in the impulse response zero order hold u minus u of t minus t, small t minus capital T. So ఇక్కడ capital T ఏంటి? It is the time period. This is the total time T minus total time period. So taking Laplace transform on both sides, Laplace transform of zero order hold circuit is equal to Laplace transform of u of t minus u of t minus t. So GH of s is equal to caps GHO of s is equal to 1 by s Laplace transform of u of t and 1 Laplace transform of 1 by s minus 1 by s into e power minus st. So t minus t, so 1 by s my e power minus st. ఏంట్రా వంశీ, ఏం చేస్తున్నావురా? So Laplace transform of zero order hold of t is caps HO of s. Zero order hold HO is zero order hold of s is equal to Laplace transform of u by u of t is 1 by s minus Laplace transform of u of t minus t 1 by s into e power minus st. So this is zero order hold last frequency response characteristics of zero order hold. So explain next class.